It provides identification for people with disabilities, and it's particularly useful for people who may have hidden disabilities or invisible disabilities, which may not necessarily automatically be visible, and it's a discreet way for that individual to communicate their disability.
Okay, and as you say, it is aimed to tackle those with more hidden disabilities. So has that been an issue in the community before that you've been made aware of?
We received representations from various groups, and it made a lot of sense for us to have one system available to people with disabilities, but something like this would in particular benefit groups like, say, for example, people who are on the autism spectrum, people who may be deaf or hard of hearing, because you don't immediately know that that person may have a disability. This is a discreet way of them communicating it. It's also a quick way of communication, say, for example, in the case of an emergency. We've been working with all the key stakeholder departments so that everyone is aware what this is for, what this is about, and they are ready to receive it in case someone comes to anyone on the front line at any department and this card is presented, then they know what to expect and what treatment that they need to deliver.
You mentioned the stakeholders you've been involved with, I think several organisations in the making of this. So what kind of feedback did you receive from them in terms of what they felt should be included on these cards?
When we issue any initiative, we always consult in depth with our stakeholders. We've worked with various groups and various organisations in the run-up to this, of course, seeking their views and awaiting their feedback. And everybody has commented what a positive step this is, and everybody's been waiting for today's launch.
And speaking of the launch and how people can apply, how exactly can they do that? And does it rely on any kind of a medical guarantee of their conditions or impairments at all?
Forms are available from my office. They're also available from our website or can be requested by email from my office. So they're very easy to access. Of course, we need evidence of the person's disability before the card can be issued, but the process will be very easy and straightforward.
And I know you mentioned there's no benefits per se, like they're not going to get things out of this card, but why would you encourage them to go through with getting it?
A lot of people may feel more confident from having this as a way of communicating their disability in a way that nobody other than the person who is seeing the card may necessarily need to know.